do women come up with this idea that in order for me to attract a man, I've got to expose some stuff? Well, society is a teacher. Society teaches us, and because of lack of brain cells, we have sheep mentality. Everybody else is doing it, I'm going to do it. Then you have the public school system. That is like a bunch of wild monkeys thrown in a cage or something. Anything goes at the public school system. And then another teacher, or lack thereof, is no knowledge of history. That it has not always been like that. That women at one time did dress modestly. And there was a lot of modesty in the way they looked. Not, every piece of clothing didn't accent some body part. Okay, buttocks, breast, whatever. There was a time in history, if you could go back far enough, where that was not the case. Another thing that I think causes where women learn this is one-upsmanship in dress. Well, she's exposed 1 inch of cleavage. I'm going to expose 2 inches. And she's wearing shorts. I'm going to wear short shorts. And she's wearing short shorts, and I'm going to expose some cheek, whatever. It's one-upsmanship. A competitive and jealousy. One of the things that I have noticed, now I may be wrong, but I think women have a harder issue with this competitiveness, this one-upsmanship, and this jealousy when it comes to other women. Because, as a man, I don't know of any other guy I'm really jealous of. I don't care if the guy is prettier than me. I don't care if he's got more money. I don't care if he's got a nicer sports car, a nicer home. I don't care about any of that. It's just, I'm not in a competitive spirit with anybody or anything. But I think women have more of an issue with this and can be petty when it comes to competing in their mind against other women, okay? And one-upsmanship. Well, she showed this one, I'm going to show us a little bit more, okay? You ever, the beach, I think of the beach, okay? You want to see modesty, stay away from the beach, okay? A thong, what is a thong? Why does anyone want to see someone's rear end, One minister friend of mine called it butt floss. Well, you floss your teeth, I guess you floss your butt. I don't know. I don't get it. I just don't get it. So what are instructions from the Bible? 1 Peter 3 and verse 3 through 4 says, the woman adornment must not be merely the external. In other words, we're not just worried about the external, the way we look on the outside, braiding the hair, wearing gold jewelry, or putting on apparel, but it should be the hidden person of the heart. Notice it's a heart issue, with the imperishable qualities of a gentle and quiet spirit, which is precious in the sight of God. My wife has a gentle and quiet spirit. We're both quiet. And she's modest too. And I told her one time, I said, Tracy, if you talked a lot, I'd probably divorce you. I just couldn't take it, if you did. But anyway, modesty in dress comes from modesty within. It's a way of thinking. It's a way you think about yourself, women. So before you look in the mirror to see if your clothes are appropriate, you need to look into your own heart.
Check us out on the web at isthatreallyinthebible.com.